Is a Steam update? Well, guys, we're back. I don't know when we got cut off. I don't know how long I was streaming before it got cut off. It may have been when the game crashed. That may have been it. Because the game did crash at one point. So now we're back. We're back to the live stream. Thankfully. Everything's back to where it should be. Yay! We're back online. And I'm eating some oatmeal. And so I'm thinking we should play more. I don't know, I don't really want to play more Splitgate. But I do know that whatever I'm gonna do, it should be fine regardless. I don't know, everything's just kind of chill today. Got an appointment in a bit. In like an hour, in like 2 hours. Pretty much everything's good. Just gotta keep going. Stay the course. Do I need a cup of tea, I think? I think I might need a cup of tea. Yeah, so I am back. I am back. Rebecca's back. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't necessarily know what happened. I think it may have been the game crashed and it crashed the stream. Probably what happened. Hey, what's up, Lucas? How are you? You doing good today? I'm just making some tea. Then we're gonna be figuring out what we're gonna do for the next 2 hours while I'm waiting for my appointment. Yeah, my dad's watching Galaxy Quest and he thinks that I'm watching the movie with him. I'm like, Dad, I'm over here in my room. I'm not watching the same thing you're watching. I don't know how to explain this to him, but he does not understand that. My dad is that drunk. Okay. Genshin Impact. Nice. I'm glad I influenced you. Don't spend any money. Yeah, just be careful. Don't spend any money. I got fooled into spending $100 on it because I wanted Ayaka. It's a once-a-year character though, and it's an ice character that can help bridge, like over the water really well, because she can actually run across the water. That is a huge freaking terrain element. But I don't know if she was worth $100. I think in the end it ended up only being like $40 of what I spent, and the rest just went to other stuff. Yeah, you can actually play the whole game for free. Just just remember to save up your gems if you really want to get Ayaka. Save up your gems for, I think she's in like January or February, March. I think that's usually like the spring, the early springtime or whatever. I think that's usually when they have Ayaka for once a year season. Other than that, I don't really think you need to worry too much. You'll get characters as you go by completing quests and stuff like that, and also just doing your dailies. You get Primo Gems, and you could use those every single time. You can basically get at least one wish a day. Which I know it sounds like it's terrible, but there's infinite wishes, really. I mean, if you're gonna spend $100, that gives you like, what, like... however many wishes that is. $100 of 100 wishes? It's $1 a wish? I don't know how much it is. But like, you're just gonna keep pulling. It's not gonna stop. So you may as well say, okay, well, either I get it in 1 pull or 100 pulls. I still don't have to spend money on it. You know what I mean? So it's important to remember that. I know it makes sense now when you're so early into the game, but you gotta be careful. These games can get you. Okay? Don't treat these games lightly. You might even play some Genshin Impact. You may have decided what we do. Or not. I don't know what we're gonna do today. I played some Splitgate earlier, and the stream crashed. It is a game, just like anything though. I'm addicted to chess, although I've been taking time off of chess for a while. I took a brief time back, and it was kind of a false start. It's fine, that's kind of how things go. Like you kind of just, you focus on like just one thing at a time. Like right now, I'm only focused on a few different games, and it depends on how I feel, if at all. So I've been playing like Genshin Impact, playing Overwatch, playing League of Legends. I might even just pop up League of Legends right now. Or we can try to, you know, torture ourselves with Jump King. Unless there was like a game I could play. A Link to the Future? Or there's a Zelda game where you went to the future instead of the past. There's like cyber swords. I don't know. Like it's in outer space. Zelda meets Mario for a dual adventure of Mario Galaxy meets Zelda Ocarina of Time, because obviously everyone wants it in that mode of, or Breath of the Wild, in Breath of the Wild format. That's everyone's favorite, right? Like for as far as like holding a controller and playing it, I guess. Compared to an N64 controller or a GameCube controller, I don't know. I don't know, like technically which one is better? Ocarina of Time, that's older, so it's probably not as good. So I would say Breath of the Wild, even though I've never played it. Hey Rainy Nights, even though I've never played Breath of the Wild, I would assume that since it's newer, it probably has way better technical mechanics. Majora's Mask, oh god, you cannot. The only situation where I would play Majora's Mask is if we raised $100,000. If we raise $100,000, we're playing Majora's Mask live on stream, guys. Hype this up. If we make $100,000, you have to torture me by making me play Majora's Mask. And I have to do it. It's not like I can't even back out of it. Or I can't keep the money. Or something like that. Right? Start the game. Oh, sorry guys, the power's going out soon. Yeah, we'll have to do it next time. I don't know if we're gonna play Majora's Mask next time. I find some really weird way to weasel out of it. Because I'm a lazy streamer. A lazy do-gooder. A lazy no-good streamer. Degenerate. Piss stain on this society. Not even as... At least a piss stain, like, you know, reminds people of odor. You're not even a piss stain. You're just a stain. Nobody thinks about you at all, Rebecca. You should give up on everything. You're a failure. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I've been doing this thing where I've been going on walks and I've been taking my tennis ball with me, kind of strengthening my grip a little bit, but also kind of like passing it back and forth. Apparently there's something with like the synapses in your brain or whatever. If you like look left to right and use those different muscles, apparently that does something. I don't know. It's helped me like de-stress, and it's helped me kind of keep my focus lately. I kind of need. I got a lot of work to do. I've been writing again. I got my writing set up. What I'll do is I have this is a standing desk converter that this computer's on, this monitor's on, and keyboard and mouse. I can raise it up. I can push the monitor back all the way that it can when it's in the standing position. Move the keyboard and mouse out of the way, and I can put my lap desk which I normally put my binder with a bunch of paper in it and my fountain pen. And I have a stopwatch. And I have a pocket watch, not a stopwatch. I have a pocket watch because I don't want to use my phone while I'm writing. So when I do timestamps, I just look at my pocket watch and then I write it in the margins in 24-hour time format. So like if I was to write something right now, it would be 11:56. No colon. It's just 1156. Almost like it's the number 1156 without a comma or anything. I'm being very specific about this. You use fountain pen? Yeah, I really like it, and also it's very efficient with the ink. The ink I got's really good. Either the ink I got's really good, or the mechanism in the pen is really good. I don't know. Both, probably. Something about the fountain pen makes it really easy and enjoyable to write with. Like it's super easy to write. Like I barely have to move, and it like glides across the paper. That's probably the number one reason to use it. Plus, it just kind of feels fancy, and it has a heftiness to it. What ink do I use? Black ink. Waterman. And I still have a ton of ink left too. It still has ink from like the last time I filled the reservoir. Use Pilot. I heard Pilot's name. Yeah, like I just fold up the ink in here just in case. But it's nice and closed. I guess in the old days they used like cork stoppers. And I put it in my writing bag. And I keep in my writing bag a bunch of different journals and stuff. I don't keep my lap desk is for at home or if I bring it with me separately. Here's my fountain pen. I think I filled this like a month ago. I didn't write for a while. But it still has a ton of ink to go. Keep in mind though, I haven't written until recently, the past couple days. But I really enjoy writing, especially with my, I got my own special pen, and every time I go to write, I reinforce the habit, because I have to like take out the lap desk. If I have the lap desk set up in standing desk position, but every time I'm writing, I put the pen away in the case. So what I do is I look at the current time, I write it in the margin, I start I take the fountain pen out. I do the whole ritual every single time. I put it away every single time. And even if I'm only writing for like 1 minute, I'll do the whole course. Or if I'm writing for 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'll write for as long as I feel like I need to, and then I'll put it away. I don't just keep it out. Like, I know some people like to have everything just out, or they like, when they're done writing, they just leave it. Like, they don't even like, they don't even cap the pen. No, like they'll cap the pen or whatever, but everything's kind of like at a random spot. I have to do it the same way every time. I have to say, oh, this is where the pen is located. It's inside here. And I put this at this specific location. And like, I keep everything like where it needs to be. And I don't leave things up to chance, and I don't leave things stuck in the middle. And it does cause a lot of stress and anxiety in my life though sometimes, because certain things, like waiting for surgeries that take like years to get, they're not going to complete if, as far as the action, like the medical surgery, like there is a completion moment. There is a moment of completion where I no longer have to think or worry about it. Kind of collect fountain pens. Nice. I read that Tom Hanks collects typewriters. I have a manual typewriter. I have a Royal Quiet Deluxe from like 1948. I got it on eBay. Really good. I have a working, I have an ink ribbon already in it. I haven't used it in like a year or two, maybe longer. I've used it a little bit, like just to like test it, and I kept the papers from getting. I took the moldy papers out of my collection. I pretty much abandoned them, but I left them like, I don't know. I kind of saved a bunch of the writing. TWSBI, what's that? Twisby? I don't know what that one is. But I mostly write by hand with my fountain pen now. It's the best in my opinion for drafting, unless I'm feeling really, really, really in the mood to type on a keyboard. Oh, it's a fountain pen. Okay, I see. It's like a certain design, certain brand or whatever. Yeah, I found mostly like it's actually, I know it seems really kind of counterintuitive because it does take longer to write by hand. It's also harder to read, and it's harder to reproduce because I have to type it out by hand later if I want to keep it. So I can edit it and work with it on my computer, which is a different process. But just writing out the first draft, like at the very beginning, it slows my thoughts down. And it helps me understand what I'm going to write because I'm looking at it slower. And so I can describe what I'm writing. It does kind of have its disadvantages because it means that I'm also like, I'm not able to write as fast. If I have a whole bunch of ideas at once I want to put down, I have to be really careful because I don't want to forget anything. And also like that can sometimes ruin the energy, but I just learned to adapt to it and just, it has a certain energy when you write by hand. You have a typewriter, nice. Yeah, typewriters are amazing, and I got a whole bunch of copy paper. I know it's not the ideal paper. I don't care about that. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money for something. An ink ribbon can go a long way, and they last a pretty long time. And you can buy ink ribbons on Amazon for super cheap, like a few dollars for like one, and it'll last like a year or longer. If you haven't used it in a while, you might have to warm it up for a bit by typing for a while. That's just kind of how it goes if you just keep it unused for like too long. So when I use mine again, I'm gonna have to like do a bunch of test pages. Just type a bunch of random shit. It's usually what I'm doing with my typewriter anyway, just typing random shit. It's kind of good though, it's therapeutic and it's also useful as a writer, like just getting stuff out so that you can work with it somehow. And even if you're not going to use it, it's like potentially something you can use and it's good practice for something later. So when you're writing, like you pretty much just don't worry about what you're going to say next. You kind of do. I think it's actually better if you have a strong mix of improvising and correction. Like you kind of have to keep yourself focused. Like in real life, you don't just go around la-di-da. Like you have an intention. Like I'm gonna go eat those Doritos. Like you have to actually cross the room, pick up the bowl, start eating a chip while you're walking, and then you notice on the floor you dropped your phone and your hands are covered in Dorito dust. And you have to decide whether or not to put down the food and wash your hands or to pick it up with your foot or something. Stephen King's book Misery. I gotta read that one. There's a lot of Stephen King I need to read. I'll go through it. There's a lot of readers that I haven't read yet. I mean, a lot of writers that I haven't read yet. I'm working on I'm really a slow reader. You need to understand that about me. I know a lot of people really love books or they hate books. I'm obviously one of the people in between because I love books, but I don't read books endlessly. You know what's kind of annoying is when people like say, oh, in today's age, nobody reads, and so I read, and that's my whole entire identity. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you think that's kind of annoying? Like, why can't I just be a person who enjoys books? Why do I have to make my whole life about the fact that I enjoy books? Why do I have to have books in the background on my YouTube videos? Why does every video I have to be about writing books? Like, why does my whole life have to be defined by that? Why can't I just like books and do whatever else is going on with my? Why can't I be a person? Why do I have to be a book lover? There's no halfway, right? Like, you always have that friend, right? The friend that goes to book clubs, reads a book like a week at least. Like, it's just nonstop reading, and then they push it in your face that you're not reading. Yeah, I don't read enough. I think a lot of people have that complaint. They're like, I wish I read more. You know, most people don't think that they should watch more TV. It's like the opposite. You know, like, I think in the end of the day, though, I do think one of the things I'm not going to be saying on my deathbed when I'm old and gray, old lady, at that point still have a very fresh and beautiful vagina, of course. But at that point, I'm going to be old and gray and dying. And I'm not going to say on my deathbed, I wish I watched more Netflix. And in fact, I'm probably not even going to wish I read more books. If I'm gonna be real with you, I would say books are better to do than... I would rather spend time reading a book than watching a movie. Because I feel like that time is kind of useful. I don't know why, but there's just something about it that feels much more beneficial to my life than sitting and watching a movie eating popcorn. Nothing wrong with that. I love that. I love just chilling with people, especially with people I care about. And, just having time to just unwind and not think about the stressors in your day and just watch a movie together with someone you care about. Or even just alone. And it reminds you of people that you care about. Like, you're like, oh, I remember when I watched this with my close friends. Or I remember, like, my graduation or, whatever is going on in your life. I didn't graduate, so... I got a GED later, but I didn't graduate. So I never experienced that. There's a lot of stuff in life I never experienced. For example, I never joined the military and became a secret agent who now lives in California, but actually is a spy for the moon people. The humans who lived on the moon this whole time and have been pretending that there hasn't been a moon base. You guys, the jig is up. We know about it. Come out of your moon bases. Put your pants on. Stop jacking off. It's kind of interesting. What is this stream? You guys, what are we even doing? We're just hanging out? We're just being bonkers for no reason? Bonkers! Bonkers! Boink, 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 boink. Boink, 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 boink. Hey, what's up, Sonichu? I mean, Mikachu. Hey, Mikachu. How you doing? I hope you're having a great day. I'm having some tea. What are you doing? I'm trying to get a little bit better each day. Like today, at like adhering to a schedule and adhering to a plan. Like I do have something I have to do today, and so I'm streaming before I do that. You're watching this live stream, you're studying. That's awesome. Yeah, you got something to do and you know what you're doing. I love it. I love that kind of vibe. That's what we're all about here, just doing your own thing. And I kind of hang out and talk to whoever wants to. Kind of have music playing in the background. I play games like Overwatch or League of Legends. Or other games in between. I talk about my stuff. I have a lot of medical stuff going on. 2 gender affirming surgeries coming up in 2023. gonna be a year of hospital recovery. Like the whole year. I'm not even joking. Like, guys, this is gonna be the most physically taxing thing I think I've ever done in my entire life. Is going through these surgeries, and I'm scared as hell, but I'm going through with it because I have to. Because I know after 17 years, it's about damn fucking time that I have my vagina, okay? They're underrated. You love that talking to people, but I have struggles doing it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I'm here. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say, it's always better to actually be with people in real life. Nobody's going to argue with that. But in lieu of that, you know, in the absence of that, I can talk to a camera and kind of like basically journal out loud, like dictation to my YouTube. And also talk to random strangers like you who just happen to pop into my universe in whatever small capacity it might be. So you're actually kind of important. You appeared on my chat while I'm doing a live stream. Like, if you really think about it, that's kind of rare. Like, that doesn't really happen that often. Like, somebody actually going in specifically into my stream to actually engage with whatever I'm talking with you about at this very moment. Like that's crazy. And then, you know, everyone's going to forget about it. You might forget about it. I might forget about it. And like a month later, you're going to be like, pop in your brain. Like something is going to like remind you. You're going to be like, oh, wow, I wonder how Rebecca's doing. Suddenly I'm part of your world. And this is the thread of parasocial connection, and it's important to understand because you need to respect that it is a real thing that happens, and there's a reason why it happens. But what that doesn't mean, it doesn't mean you need to go stalk people and like become like some kind of like part of some army of fans. I mean, you guys, I can't control my fans. In the end of the day, like anybody who's a fan of me, I'm not like in charge of them. And I'm not in charge of like whatever they're gonna, you know, like the most about me, or, you know, like that's up to them. And I want to make them happy, but I think the most important thing to remember is that with parasocial connections, the only person who truly matters is you and your own life and your own personal people in your life, which may include potentially working with people on the internet. But you have to understand that there's a difference in parasocial connection between just recognizing that, hey, like, we're like pen pals. You know, like, we both exist at this moment, and that's something very special. And if you fail to acknowledge that, you miss that beautiful thing, which would not be capable, you would otherwise not be capable of happening. If you were like a person in my real life. The fact that you're a stranger gives us a very special connection that nobody else has. So it means that magic can happen here on the live stream. Stuff that would normally not happen because I don't talk to my real life. My real life friends don't even watch Twitch. They don't even watch YouTube really. Like they watch like stuff. They're like comic book culture and stuff like that, but they're not really internet people, which is kind of good. I want to keep it that way. They're not internet people. They exist on the internet, like they're on Reddit and stuff, but not in the way that like streamers are. You know, like me. Like I am terminally online. Do you understand? Like this has been like this since I was 12 years old. 34. It's been 22 years on the internet. This is what it does to a bitch. Okay, so you better watch out. You're probably gonna end up being a half decent person if you put in the effort. Why would you say watch out for something that's like good? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Why would you do this? Why would you ruin our moment? Why would you ruin our moment? No, the moment is not ruined. The moment is awesome. You're awesome. So go make me money. No, I mean, Yeah, go make me money. I didn't say give me money. I said go make me money. It's a different request. I'm just kidding. I'm just yanking your chain, unless that's what you want to do. You want me to yank your chain? What were we talking about earlier? We were talking about how people need to learn how to masturbate better, because there's a lot of guys out there, especially, that are out there preying upon women, and we get people like Rich Campbell being a predator and actually committing the hard R sex offense. And the fact of the matter is that if people learned how to love themselves more by jacking off, maybe they would have more meaningful sexual relationships with other humans, ones involving consent and trust. And that you know that this person is not going to hurt you, that you know this person is going to treat you nicely. It's not going to, stretch you out too much, if you know what I mean. Someone who's going to stop if you're in pain. Someone who's going to say, wait a minute, are you not in the mood tonight? Like, what do you need? Do you need space? Do you need me to, stay away from you today? Do you need me to, just put some music on and just do my own thing? Do you need me to cuddle with you? Do you need me to watch movies with you? What do you need from me? Be that kind of person. What can I do for you? Not what can you do for me? It's what can I do to make your day better? I hope that, I'm not going to, obviously, fight monsters in outer space. Not without a good, solid contract. But if I can help it, I forgot what I was talking about. Did I scare you? Did I scare you? You're sorry, but you have to focus on studying. Well, yeah, you better. Go, don't fail at your life on my account. Don't fail at your life on my account. Oh, do it on your own account. Log out first. Mikachu. You thought I froze? Did you think I froze, or did you know I was doing a bit? And you go get more subscribers. I can't really count on that one from live streaming, but here we are. But on my other stream yesterday and the day before, I was averaging 400 to 500 viewers. I made almost $90 the past 4 days. I didn't make as much money, but I got a lot of exposure. At any given moment, I had like 300 to 400 viewers. That makes me feel pretty powerful, and I have to admit, it made it really hard to end the stream. Like, if you see 400 people in your view count, it's really hard to click to justify clicking stop streaming. You're like, oh, I gotta go. I don't want to be uncomfortable. Like, so you have to, it's like the fear of missing out. Like, if I go live for another hour, I might have 700 viewers, it never ends. There is, at some point you kind of just have to say, okay, enough is enough. There's more where that came from. They'll be back. And people will replace them. So there might be people you lose forever. Oh no. But there's like 12 people that'll replace them. So Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. Donkey Kong rock and roll just doesn't really hit the same way. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to play chess? King's Gambit accepted Super Blitz. Let's go. Thematic. Let's go, baby. How much you want to bet? Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. How many games am I gonna win? Closest gets $1. No, 82 cents. I'm gonna take all my money. Uh-oh. Oh no. I really screwed that one up, but oh no. What are you gonna do with that? You gonna take my queen? You bastard. FIDE was on some bullshit. Why wasn't Andrew Tang invited to the Speed Chess Championship? It's a ship. It's a Speed Chess Championship. Like it's a boat. I'm a phenomenal extragalactic chess player. Where do these people come up with this shit? Okay, come on. Trump is the very best president of the universe. Hmm. Oh no. Oh, never mind. Not so bad. I am down some material. And you're just gonna take it. Hmm. Got a reveal attack here. Oh. Smart one. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god, damn it. Uh-oh. No. Okay. There goes a pawn for no reason. Okay, here we go. I should have taken the queen first. Move the king there and then taken... Oh well. I put the wrong place. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? Yeah, I'm gonna get checkmated pretty bad. I screwed it up, Mika. I was a dumbass. I shall forever go into history as the biggest dumbass that's ever played chess. It's so terrible. I'm ashamed. I can't show my face anywhere. If I get stalemate, this is gonna be hilarious. Okay. We didn't get stalemated. We lost, which is why we're not playing anymore. Okay, I gotta get going. I got an appointment to go to soon. Not soon, but like... I guess like an hour and a half. I kind of just want to chill. Kind of just like... It is kind of stressful running a stream, and if I'm not really required to run a stream in the first place, then why would I do it? So... I just do it only when I really want to. And right now, it's time to end the stream. So I hope you come by next time. Probably tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. I got some stuff on my calendar I gotta take care of. And then I got time to hang out and play some games with you guys. Bye bye.